Can the Philippines ever catch up to China's economy? It sounds like a David versus Goliath story, doesn't it? But here's the twist. The Philippines has a game plan, and it's turning heads worldwide. Stick around to learn how ambitious projects like the Terra Solar system and Build Better More initiative could change everything. Introduction to the economies. China is one of the largest and most powerful economies in the world. Its economy is worth $17 trillion and plays a huge role in global trade. Think about this. China produces nearly a third of all the goods in the world. From technology to infrastructure, China's growth has been incredible. On the other hand, the Philippines is a growing economy with big ambitions. It's smaller, with a GDP of around $400 billion, but it's making steady progress. The country faces challenges like poverty and infrastructure gaps, but it's not standing still. One of its key steps forward is the Build Better More (BBM) initiative. This program focuses on building and upgrading roads, bridges, and ports to make the country more competitive. It's not just about development, it's about transforming the Philippines into an economic powerhouse. China, a powerhouse economy. China stands as a global economic giant with a $17 trillion economy that has transformed the world. It's the largest manufacturing hub on the planet, producing nearly 30% of all goods worldwide. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is another testament to China's ambition. This massive infrastructure project connects Asia, Europe, and Africa, boosting trade and strengthening China's global reach. It's like building the highways of the world, with China at the center. China's economic success is driven by three key industries: technology, home to giants like Huawei, Tencent, and Alibaba; infrastructure, rapidly constructing high-speed railways, bridges, and smart cities; exports, the world's largest exporter, sending everything from electronics to machinery to global markets. Imagine a single country being the factory of the world, shaping industries across continents. However, every giant faces its challenges. Rising labor costs mean manufacturing is becoming expensive, pushing companies to look for cheaper alternatives. An aging population could slow economic growth in the future. Geopolitical tensions with countries like the US create uncertainties in trade and diplomacy. Despite these hurdles, China's influence on the global economy remains unmatched. Its focus on innovation and long-term planning ensures it stays a dominant force. Philippines, a rising star. The Philippines is emerging as one of Asia's most promising economies, fueled by bold initiatives and a vision for the future. It may not yet rival economic giants, but the country is making serious moves to change its story. Let's start with the Build Better More (BBM) initiative, a massive investment in roads, bridges, and ports designed to modernize the country. These infrastructure projects aim to boost trade, attract businesses, and improve everyday life for millions of Filipinos. Now, here's a groundbreaking fact. The Terra Solar project is set to become the world's largest solar power plant. This ambitious plan will generate 2,500 megawatts of clean energy, powering homes and industries sustainably. Did you know the Philippines is investing billions to modernize? Another game changer is the Clark Special Economic Zone, a hub for industries like manufacturing. For instance, the expansion of the tire manufacturing plant is creating jobs and strengthening the country's position in global supply chains. This is all part of the government's push for public-private partnerships, PPPs, which bring in private funding and expertise to accelerate development. Renewable energy is also taking center stage in the Philippines' plans. And here's another advantage that sets the Philippines apart: its young and vibrant workforce. With a median age of just 25, the country has the energy, creativity, and talent needed for sustained growth in a fast-changing world. From infrastructure to renewable energy, the Philippines is laying the groundwork for a brighter future. Side-by-side comparison. Let's break it down. China versus the Philippines. How do these two economies stack up? First, GDP. China's economy is massive, worth $17 trillion, making it the second largest in the world. On the other hand, the Philippines has a much smaller GDP of around $400 billion. While the gap is huge, the Philippines is growing steadily, with its economy expanding by over 6% in recent years, one of the fastest rates in Asia. When it comes to population, China's 1.4 billion people dwarf the Philippines' 115 million. But here's the difference. The Philippines has a young and growing workforce, while China's population is aging. This gives the Philippines an edge for long-term growth if it can harness its talent effectively. Infrastructure is another key area. China is known for its mega projects, high-speed railways, massive bridges, and entire cities built from scratch. Meanwhile, the Philippines is focusing on strategic investments through programs like Build Better More, upgrading roads, airports, and seaports to attract investors and boost efficiency. Exports are a cornerstone of both economies. China dominates global trade, exporting everything from electronics to machinery. It's the world's largest exporter, with trillions in annual trade. The Philippines, while smaller, is carving out its niche in industries like electronics, semiconductors, and agricultural products. Lastly, let's talk about foreign direct investment, FDI. China attracts vast amounts of FDI thanks to its size and infrastructure. But the Philippines is catching up, with recent reforms opening doors to more foreign businesses. Public-private partnerships are also drawing attention. The question is, can this strategy close the gap over time? Challenges and opportunities for the Philippines. Let's dive into the challenges first. Corruption remains a major obstacle, slowing down progress and deterring investments. Inequality persists, with a wide gap between the rich and poor. The country relies heavily on remittances, making its economy vulnerable to global uncertainties. Infrastructure gaps still limit the Philippines from competing on a larger scale. But it's not all doom and gloom. The Philippines has key opportunities that can drive its success. Its young workforce is one of the youngest in Asia. With the right education and skills, they can become the backbone of a thriving economy. The country has enormous renewable energy potential, led by projects like the Terra Solar plant, which could make it a clean energy leader. Its strategic location in Southeast Asia makes it a vital trade hub, especially as part of ASEAN integration, which strengthens regional ties. So, can the Philippines catch up to China? The answer isn't simple. Growth is possible, but it depends on strategic execution and reforms to address its challenges. The Philippines is already taking bold steps, and its determination is clear. Imagine a future where the Philippines stands tall as an Asian economic powerhouse, leading the way in clean energy, trade, and innovation. The journey begins now. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Will the Philippines rise to become a powerhouse like China? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss and imagine the bright future of this remarkable nation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. The future of the Philippines is being written as we speak. Will you be part of its story?